Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We talking my dog Lonnie Walker, y'all. And I gotta tell you, man, for a Spurs YouTuber, I don't think I talk about Lonnie enough. Sometimes he does fly under the radar when it comes to topics. But man, I follow him on Instagram, and he's been working hard all summer long, man. I'm excited to see how he has evolved. And man, like I said, man, his workout videos look beastly. I'm talking about beastly, like that big guy on the Avengers. Yes! No, not that big guy, the other big guy. Oh, I said big, not smart. The big guy. There it is. That's what my boy Lonnie been acting like. The Incredible Hulk, baby. But before I jump into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. Okay guys, let's jump straight into the video. I won't keep you long this evening, but I need to give Lonnie Walker some love on this channel, man. I haven't really been doing my due diligence and giving this brother the props he deserved, like I said in the opening. So I wanted to have a video. 3 reasons Lonnie Walker could or should start next season. But first off, I just want to say that his production has been on par with what we've seen from other players. He averaged 11 points per game last season, shot 36% from 3, 50% from the field goal altogether. You get what I'm saying? Had almost a steal per game. Well, maybe like 0.6, I think, 0.6, 0.5, something like that. So maybe not almost a steal, but you know, he did have some defensive stats that were very likening to my dog Derek White. You get what I'm saying? When he was in his 4th season, he averaged the same amount of points. He shot the same from the field. You know, he got the same number of rebounds for the most part, averaged around the same steals. Of course, he had the edge when it came to turnovers and assists, but not by as much as you would think, okay? So when people say Lonnie Walker isn't consistent, it's not necessarily true, man. He's really on par with development. He finally got consistent minutes last season, so he's able to put up consistent numbers. You know, for a 4th-year player, that's not bad at all. And I know people don't like when I bring up Derek White or Keldon Johnson in a video comparing, you know, other players to them, but I only do that, and I don't do that out of hate. I just do that to kind of open people's eyes and say, hey, you know what? We're holding Lonnie Walker to an unfair standard. We're holding Murray to an unfair standard because fan favorites like Keldon, fan favorites definitely like Derek White, you know, hasn't really showed the consistency that we're crying for from, like, you know, a Lonnie Walker, from a Murray. These are, you know, clearly the fan favorites on the team and in Spurs Nation, yet they haven't reached these plateaus that we're demanding that these guys reach. So let's show these guys a little grace, and I think Lonnie deserves a little grace as well. And he could very well become a starter next season, because if you think about the Derek White situation, he has been injury prone. Number 1 reason here, guys, he has been injury prone. Maybe Pop puts him on the bench just to keep him fresh, not necessarily to, you know, and so his gameplay and so his prowess, but put him on there to keep him fresh and for him to be our 6th man. We did it to one of the greatest shooting guards of all time, Manu Ginobili. Is Derek White above that? So don't be surprised if Lonnie gets the start just based off of Derek White's last couple seasons being a little, you know, having knick-knack injuries or whatnot. So it may come down to him Lonnie Walker not necessarily even being better than Derek White, but it's just what's best for the team overall. We've seen Pop do this before with much better players, so don't be surprised. The second reason Lonnie Walker could possibly start for the Spurs next season is the fact Popovich may just be trying to lift the young guy's confidence. You get what I'm saying? Lonnie Walker is one of those players that if you can get him going early on in the game, if he can get a dunk, a layup, a drive to the basket, an and one, a 3 around the beginning of the game, it usually sets the tone for him. and it changes how the Spurs play if we can have this guy confident going in. So becoming a starter and getting going early would definitely increase his confidence, okay? So before you think that's total hogwash, really think back at how Popovich thinks. Now, granted, I will say this could be a year where Popovich changes his philosophy drastically. If he's going to change, this would definitely be the year. But just going on his past, think about it now. He did the same thing with Forbes, and Forbes is back on the team. He started Forbes for so many games when Forbes really didn't deserve it, just out of necessity to stretch the floor. And also he realized, hey, if I don't get Forbes going early, if Forbes doesn't hit a 3 in the first quarter or a couple threes in the first half, then he's done for the rest of the game. Like Patty Mills is kind of like that too in a way, but Lonnie Walker is kind of in that fold. We're better when he's confident. So putting him in the starting lineup could be a confident booster, especially seeing that Derek White doesn't need those type of gimmicks. You know, he can come off the bench and score in bunches, or he can start and score in bunches. So because he's so carefree with the basketball and able to score, it's best probably to put him on the bench and let Lonnie Walker get the confidence booster. Okay, the last reason why he may start next season is that he may see time at the 3 as the small forward, okay? He is, and I already hear what you're saying, he is a little small for the small forward position. At 6'4", 6'5", you probably want to be closer to 6'6", 6'7", but the Spurs, you already know they're going to experiment with a whole lot of lineups. You get what I'm saying? Popovich is not afraid to change the starting lineup. So don't be surprised to see Lonnie Walker get time, even starter minutes at the 3 position. We just had DeRozan playing that same position at 6'6", and Lonnie can't be any worse than DeRozan on the defensive end. So if you're trying to build confidence, if you're trying to see what combination works, you could go with Murray at the 1, D White at the 2, and Lonnie at the 3. Bring in Keldon at the 4, and then, you know, put a big man, Pirtle or Collins or my man from Australia, put them at the 5 and run with it. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty optimistic about Popovich going into this season. I feel like that USA basketball experience, winning that gold medal, did something to him. Like his energy is a little different. You know, of course, he was in the locker room cursing up a storm. I'm like, that's my dude right there. But I think maybe that experience will help him loosen up a little bit and prepare him for a year that's going to be mediocre by his standards. You get what I'm saying? We're trying to develop these young guys. We're trying to build confidence with these young guys. We're trying to see who we're going to keep. And we're going to leave on the floor, play hard every night, and hope for the best. That's the type of season we're having. And I hope Popovich is ready. And I think it starts with, what are you going to do with players like Lonnie Walker? What are you going to do with Derek White? What are you going to do with Primo? What are you going to do with Vassell? All these questions have to be answered. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Let me know in the comment section if you're excited for Lonnie Walker, and do you think it's a possibility that he may start, okay? Again, this is just speculation. All right, guys, thank you for kicking it with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.